In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was void, without any form, it was covered with vast darkness. The Spirit of God was moving over the waters. God commanded, "Let there be light," and there was light. God saw that the light was good and separated it from the darkness. He called the light day, and the darkness night. Evening came, and morning came, and the first day was formed. God commanded, "Let there be a dome in the midst of the waters, to separate the waters." And it was so. God created the dome. He separated the waters under the dome from the waters above it. He called the dome heaven. Evening came, and morning came, and the second day was formed. God commanded, "Let the waters under the dome be gathered together, and let dry land appear," and it was so. He called the dry land land, and the gathered waters sea. God saw that it was good. God commanded, "Let the earth bring forth vegetation, the herb yielding seed, and the fruit tree whose seed is in its fruit, according to its kind." And it was so. The earth brought forth vegetation, the herb yielding seed, and the fruit tree whose seed is in its fruit, according to its kind. God saw that it was good. Evening came, and morning came, and the third day came. God commanded, "Let there be lights in the firmament to separate the day from the night, and to give light to the earth. Let him show the signs, the seasons, the days, and the years." And it was so. God created the two great lights, the greater to rule the day and the lesser to rule the night, and the stars. He placed them in the firmament to give light to the earth, to rule the day and the night, and to separate the light from the darkness. God saw that it was good. Evening came, and morning came, and the fourth day came. God commanded, "Let the waters teem with living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth and in the air." God created great sea monsters, the living creatures that swarm in the waters, and all kinds of flying things. He saw that it was good. God blessed them, saying, "Be fruitful and multiply, fill the seas, and let birds multiply on the earth." Evening came, morning came, and the fifth day. God commanded, "Let the earth bring forth all kinds of living creatures, both domestic and wild, and all kinds of creeping things." And it was so. God created all kinds of wild and domestic animals and all kinds of creeping things. He saw that this was good. God said, "Let us make man in our image, in our likeness. Let him have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the air, over the livestock, over the creeping things, and over all the earth." God created man in his own image, in the image of God he created him. Male and female he created them. He blessed them and said, "Be fruitful and multiply. Fill the earth and subdue it. Have dominion over the fish of the sea and over the birds of the air and over every living thing that moves on the earth. Behold, I give you every seed-bearing plant on the earth and every fruit tree with seed in its fruit. These will be food for you. I give the green grass to eat, to the wild animals and to the birds of the air and to every living thing that moves, to every living thing that breathes." And it was so. God looked at his creation and saw that everything was very good. Evening came and morning came, and the sixth day was established. The names of the Israelites who went with Jacob and their families to Egypt are Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, Benjamin, Dan, Naphtali, Gad, and Asher. Jacob's descendants numbered 70. Joseph was already in Egypt. In time, Joseph, his brothers, and all of that generation died. But their descendants increased, they proliferated and multiplied, growing larger and larger, and the land became overflowing with them. Then a new king, unaware of Joseph, ascended the throne in Egypt. He said to his people, "Look, the Israelites are more numerous than we are. Come, let us use our wisdom against them, lest they become even more numerous, and if war breaks out, they will join our enemies and fight against us and leave the land." So the Egyptians appointed taskmasters over the Israelites to perform heavy labor. They built storage cities for Pharaoh, Pithom and Ramses. But as the Egyptians pressed on, the Israelites multiplied and spread throughout the region. The Egyptians, filled with fear, made the Israelites work relentlessly. They made life miserable for them with all sorts of hard work, including field work and the making of mortar and mud bricks. They exploited them mercilessly in all their work. The king of Egypt said to the Hebrew midwives named Shiphrah and Puah, "Take good care of the Hebrew women when they are in the birthing chair. If the child is a boy, kill it. If it is a girl, do not touch it." But the midwives were God-fearing, and they disobeyed the king of Egypt's command and kept the boys alive. The king of Egypt summoned the midwives and asked, "Why have you done this? Why have you kept the boys alive?" "The Hebrew women are not like the Egyptian women," they replied. "They are very strong. They give birth before the midwife even arrives." God was kind to the midwives. The people increased in number. Because the midwives feared him, God gave them households. Then Pharaoh gave an order to all his people, "Every Hebrew boy born is to be thrown into the Nile, and the girls are to be left alive." The Lord called Moses and spoke to him from the tent of meeting, "Speak to the Israelites and tell them, when one of you offers an offering to the Lord, he must offer an ox or a sheep." If the burnt offering is a male, without defect, he must offer it at the entrance to the tent of meeting. He must place his hand on the head of the burnt offering, and the offering will be accepted for forgiveness of sins. He must slaughter the bull before the Lord. The priests, descendants of Aaron, are to bring the blood of the bull and pour it on all sides of the altar at the entrance to the tent of meeting. Then the person is to flay the burnt offering and cut it into pieces. Aaron the priest's sons are to light a fire on the altar and arrange the wood on it. They are to place the head, the fat, and the parts of the animal on the wood burning on the altar. The person is to wash the animal's stomach, its entrails, and its feet. The priest shall burn them all on the altar as a burnt offering, and a pleasing aroma to the Lord. If a person wishes to offer a sheep or a goat as a burnt offering, the offering must be male and without blemish. He shall slaughter it on the north side of the altar before the Lord. The priests, descendants of Aaron, shall pour the blood on all sides of the altar. He shall cut off the head and the fat and cut the animal into pieces. The priest shall place these on the wood burning on the altar. He shall wash the animal's stomach, entrails, and feet. The priest shall burn these on the altar. This is a burnt offering, and a pleasing aroma to the Lord. If a person wishes to offer a bird as a burnt offering to the Lord, he shall offer a turtle dove or a dove. The priest shall bring the offering to the altar, remove the head, and burn it on the altar. The blood of the bird shall be poured out on the side of the altar. The priest is to remove the bird's crop and its dung and throw it into the ash heap on the east side of the altar. He is to cut the bird in half by seizing its wings, but not completely. Then he is to burn the bird on the wood burning on the altar. This is a burnt offering, and a pleasing aroma to the Lord.